What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds, where today I showed up to help a customer, a dealer, pick up, I think, one of the last cars that I sold. And honestly, I feel bad for the guy, man. It sounds like he's kind of having a rough go of it, man. He said he watched my channel. He bought the BMW 545, and of course it was sold on a red light. As is, it was listed as a mover, meaning it moves forwards and backwards, which it does because he drove it on the trailer. But, you know, he was really hoping for a car that was going to be legitimately ready to run and drive, and unfortunately it wasn't. And he just said he's had some bad luck over these last couple of cars, and boy, I felt that. Like, I felt that, and I was like, man, I can totally relate. And dealer or not, man, I'm not out here trying to screw anybody over at all. This is the way auctions work. You know, when cars are sold on a red light, they are just as is. You take a gamble, you roll the dice, and sometimes you win, and sometimes you lose. But honestly, I feel like he got the car for $900. By the time it was all said and done, I had over $2,000 into that car. So I lost quite a bit of money on it. I told him that, honestly, I don't think the transmission is bad. I really think it's either the mechatronics unit or the seals, and I'm really leaning more towards the seals. He said he's probably just going to jump it right back to the auction, get rid of it. I don't know, man. I don't want to see him lose any money. I'd like to see him win on it. And I really think it's something that shouldn't be all that complicated. I just had too much money into the car. There's too much into it to spend any more money on it. Let's take a look and see what we got left here, because it ain't much. I told you guys we were going to be selling some cars, man, and I told you within 2 weeks this place was going to be empty. I wasn't messing around. I've lost a lot of money. We're total over the last couple weeks, probably about $20,000 that I've lost, which is fine. You know, it's upsetting. I don't enjoy losing money, but that is kind of what happens around here. This car right here, number 30, is on its way out as well. The Corvette was just picked up yesterday. Both of these, in case you missed it, are going to Australia. They're going to be going to Mark Bear on YouTube, so go check him out. I'll put a link below this video, and you can go follow him, because this car and the little red 94 Corvette are both going to be over there. The Corvette's picked up, I think, last night. This one's going to be picked up any day now, so these are gone. The only one we had sitting over here was the BMW 545, which the guy just picked up. I came down here because he didn't have a jump pack and the battery was dead, so I came down here to help the guy out. This one, I'm torn, so I'm going to need your help on this. I need to see your comments whether you think we should continue on the old Lexus, the 97 LS400. I'm ready, honestly, to throw in the towel and just walk away from it. That's where I'm at. I'm kind of over this car. We had it running pretty well, and now it's running like absolute crap. Again, this is a car that I'm just having a lot of trouble with. Low miles for the year, 122,000. I think, of course it's locked. It's got a brand new battery. Wheels are wrong for the car. Tires are rotted. Basically, what I'm trying to say is it's going to cost me money. I'll tell you what, though. After seeing a lot of your comments and talking to a few people that know these cars pretty well, a lot of people seem to think that the cam sensor replacement was the wrong move, that the actual problem with the car has nothing to do with anything under the hood, that it's actually blown capacitors in the computer module, and that is what's causing the car to run like this. If that's the case, why is it always a Nissan Altima? Can somebody please answer this honestly? Why is it always a wrecked, like totally smashed, destroyed Nissan Altima that's riding around trying to show off for people? Nobody gives a shit about your Nissan Altima, okay? Like, nobody's intimidated, nobody's scared of your Nissan Altima. This Lexus broken could take that Nissan Altima. Get out of here. Anyway, I've got a lot of people saying that they really think the fix for this is in the computer, and I'm going to tell you right now, it is not cheap to have that done. It's about $300 to send the computer in and have it fixed. On top of that $300, I'm going to need to find the factory wheels and maybe tires. I do have tires for it, so maybe, but at least wheels, that's probably going to cost another couple $100. So we're looking at another $500 into this car before it, and that's not knowing anything else about it. Another $500. Do you guys want to see it or not? Do you guys think we should move forward with it and try to save this car or not? Leave your comments below and I'll take them into consideration. I'm telling you, like, if you've ever thought about commenting, if you like that car, comment right now. because if I don't see a bunch of you saying that you want to see it on the channel, you want to see us move forward and try to fix it, I'm going to send it down the road, guys. It's just not worth my time. It's not worth the money. The G-Wagon, this video just came out, and I don't know, I haven't driven a whole lot of miles on this because I just filmed this video yesterday with Monkey Wrench Mike. But for me, I have, God, I drove it home. I drove it today. I drove it down here as well. I've got to have put about 100 miles on it. And I'm going to tell you something, I love this thing. I absolutely love this thing. It's got a few flaws. There's a few things that need to be worked out. I mean, it's old. What do you expect? But I absolutely love and thoroughly enjoy driving this thing. So this one, for now anyway, isn't going to... I paid so little for it. Does this even open? What is that? What? What, do you stick something in there? How does that work? What is this? Was there... Okay, so it's definitely locked. There's a tire in there. I mean, I can see it. It does have a spare in there, so that's good. Anyway, I love this thing. My truck, this is mine. This isn't going anywhere. This is part of the channel for a while. This one's not going to be going anywhere. And then that brings us to the Dodge Charger. This one, yeah, this one's not going anywhere either. I've got a 3-year lease on it. And I actually bought this in April. Wow. So I'm already like 7 months in? Wow. Yeah, I'm 7 months into ownership of this, or leasing this car. And I don't drive it. It just sits here. Basically, in case you guys missed the videos on this car, I got into this lease because I was severely upside down. I don't even remember how much anymore. It was a lot. It was either $20,000, maybe it's $40,000. I don't know. But I was very, very, very upside down, and I decided it was time to get out of that debt. And I wrapped it all up in a lease payment of like $1,730 a month, something. I don't even remember what it costs anymore. It's all on auto pay. I don't pay attention to it. I don't care. The money doesn't matter. I'm just getting out of the lease. So in 3 years, actually less than 2.5 years now, this will be gone. And all of that negative equity, it's all going to be gone. It's all going to be gone. I'm going to have to do a video about this. I quit driving it, not because of miles, but I quit driving it because it's unreliable. It's every time I think that the car is good and I try to start using it again, but something else goes wrong and it wants me to visit the dealership. And I'm sorry, I don't have the patience for it. Above everything, this car is nothing more to me than a way to get out of my negative equity, just to roll it all up into a payment and be done with it in 3 years. And of course, advertisement. It works great for advertisement. I keep it parked in front of the house. People can scan it. If I do drive it, which I never do, people can scan it from behind. You know, if they're driving down the road, you can scan it, and there you go. Okay, now let's go take a look in the shop, because we do have a couple more cars in there. And a bike. Yeah, let the camera adjust to those lights there. There's that beautiful 66 Ford Galaxy. God, she's gorgeous. Every time I see this car, man, it's the way the lights are reflecting off of it. Just every time. This one, it seems like a lot of you were really excited about this car and you love the paint job. I'm telling you, some people were like, oh, blah, 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 Mako. Whatever. I just ignore those comments because there are far more positive comments on this car. It took a lot of time and labor and work for them to make this car come out looking this good, okay? And $2,900 I'm going to tell you this. If you want a really expensive paint job, they can do that. If you want a $600 paint job, they can do that too. It's all about what you want them to do and what you're willing to pay. Well, I feel like I got what I paid for. Do you guys agree? $2,900, and they did all the work. They got the rust, the fenders, wells are back together in. Like, it looks absolutely stunning. I don't think any of you would look at this car and be like, "No, I wouldn't drive it." Okay, then you're doing better in life than I am, because I love this car. Absolutely love it. I think it's stunning. We got the bike that I can't get rid of. I've tried and tried. I've listed this thing for auction over and over and over and over, and it's not selling. It keeps bringing $1,400, and that's it. And I mean, like, that's giving it away. I think it's 2012, 2013 Heritage Softail with a clean title, 22,000 miles, and it was just serviced. all the fluids, spark plugs, plug wire. Are you kidding me? It rides great. Tires are like new. And $1,200. You can't, even if you go looking for a salvaged one, you cannot buy one of these for $1,200. It just doesn't exist. It's not going to happen. Can't do it, man. So I don't know what to do with this one. Part of me wants to just get rid of it because I don't really ride anymore. Ever since my buddy Caleb, passed away on his motorcycle, I haven't ridden much since then. And I've tried. I've sold off all my bikes and I bought bikes. And I'm like, I'm going to get to riding again. And I don't know. It's hard. It's real hard. I want to ride. I enjoy riding. I just don't really get to doing it anymore. It's my own fault. Nobody's fault but my own. But I really need to get rid of this. So hey, if you're a dealer, if there's a dealer out there, I'm going to tell you right now, like where I'm at, $2,500. I don't see how anybody could possibly lose money on this deal at $2,500. This is a solid running, riding bike that stops with fresh fluids. $2,500. Okay, I have over $5,000 into this bike. $2,500. I let it go. $1,200. It can just sit here. This is the newest of the fleet. You guys have not seen a video about this yet. This one is coming. I will tell you a little bit about it. It's a 1988 Ford Mustang GT. So it's a Fox body. It still has mostly factory components, it looks like. It's got the factory wheels, the 4 lugs. Nobody converted it. It's got some crappy aftermarket one-piece headlights that I absolutely hate. I can't stand those headlights. You got the tried and true 5.0 liter high output under the hood, man. She's got some issues. This is one, just stay tuned for the video. There's a reason the video hadn't come out yet. It's because I didn't pay a whole lot for it. I've bought a few Fox bodies before. You guys have seen them on the channel. And, totally blown up and broken, these things will cost me $3,000 to $5,000. In decent condition, like really decent condition, in decent condition, around 10, generally speaking. It's going to be around $10,000 for one of these. So I didn't pay anywhere near $10,000 for this car, but the auction said run and drive, kind of like that guy that bought the BMW early, So I rolled the dice on it. It's a red light. I rolled the dice on it. I was like, oh shit, it was a run and drive. In fact, the sound is sitting there idling. They let you hear it running. It sounded good. I was like, oh, you can't go wrong with this, man. You can't go wrong with this. Come on. Convertible. Looks like it's got good tires. It's a good looking car. I'm not getting too close because I don't want to spoil the video for you guys. But anyway, getting it into the garage was fun. It didn't want to. It sure didn't want to. So this there's something. I don't know. I haven't even looked at it. I got it in the garage because it's supposed to have some bad weather. It's getting cold, and I don't know this car. A lot of convertible cars, especially the older ones, they'll sit outside in the rain. You come in, the floorboards will be wet. I'm not trying to do that to this car. So just to be safe, I brought it into the shop. She's gonna need something. She's gonna need a miracle because I'm gonna send her to the crusher. No, I'm not gonna send her to the crusher. Anyway, I wanted to kind of make an update video for you guys so you can see what was here, what's going on. There are some cars that are not here. There is the number 29 police car. If you guys didn't see the video of the 66 Ford Galaxy, then you missed where I took my 2005 police Crown Victoria and I dropped it off at Mako in Norman. They're going to do a fresh paint job on that. So that one I still have. That one I might end up keeping. We'll see. I also have like a 2002, maybe, Corvette. It is wrapped in a beautiful heavy metallic orange. That one is supposed to be my first giveaway car on the channel. It's got like 52,000 miles on it. Super low miles car. Manual transmission. If I remember right, I think it's a convertible too. My first giveaway car. Working, I'll talk more about them another time, but fan of them. So stay tuned for that. That one has been broken for weeks. There were multiple problems. They fixed one and then something else. But it seems like the selling dealership, which by the way was a red light car, they could have just shipped it to me, but they didn't. They did the right thing, and like more than the right thing. For what I paid for the car, they probably spent a few $1,000s fixing it themselves. I think this is going to be a great car, and it's supposed to be finished as of the making of this video, and they have transport picking it up and bringing it down. So we should have a C5 Corvette coming to the channel really, really soon. And we'll see how it is when it finally gets here. And then the last one is my 1972 Chevy Chevelle, the red and black. There's some pictures of it on Instagram. I did a community post on YouTube, so you guys can go back there and you can see it. Beautiful car. I don't want to give too much away on that one either. I did pay. You know, those aren't cheap, okay? You just aren't gonna get one of those cheap. So I did pay some money for it, but I kind of bought that as just I don't know. I just wanted something for myself to just, you know, enjoy. Something that I didn't need to go spend a bunch of money and time on. I just wanted something I could get in and enjoy. And we'll talk about that in another video, hopefully, when that car arrives. The 1970 International pickup truck, that is still at Mako, and I don't have an update for you on that. I promise you, as soon as they tell me to come get it, I will go pick it up, and we will do a video on that as well. And I know a lot of you are just, you're like foaming at the mouth here. What is going on with the dealership? Have you heard anything from the state? No, I still haven't, guys. Obviously, we're quickly approaching the end of the year, and I have no updates, which is why I told you. A lot of you commented that you didn't understand why I was doing what I was doing. If you didn't understand the video, then there's nothing I can do for you. But a lot of you say you didn't understand why I was selling everything. Well, let me just try to clarify this for you real quick, and hopefully I can, you know, break it down so that everybody understands the point of selling everything off before I get the dealer's license, where I could have sold them retail and made money. So the reason behind it was simple. I'm covering my ass, all right? Because I'm not saying anything negative about the state or anything like that. Like, I don't want you guys to get the wrong idea. This isn't a trash talking video. It's just, I have to cover my own ass, because if I don't, then nobody else is going to, okay? I am terribly concerned that by December 31st, which is when my wholesale license here expires, I'm not gonna have my retail license yet. If that happens, I'm left in a world of trouble, because I will not have access to any of the auctions anymore after January 1st. None. So I won't be able to sell through the auctions, and I can't sell to the public. And I've had a lot of you say, oh, just sign it over to yourself and sell it to the public. No, come on, guys. I can't believe people are actually commenting that. If you've seen what I've gone through with the state, then you should know that I cannot do that. I cannot sign cars over to myself, and I cannot sell them to the public. It's just a big no. And no, we're not playing games with the state of Oklahoma. All right, we're not going to. I'm already in enough trouble with them as it is. Let's stay on track and do things the right way. And this is the right way. The right way is, I cannot wait and sit on the hopes and dreams that Oklahoma is going to issue me a retail license before January 1st. If I end up stuck January 1st with 20 cars, I had 22 cars, I think, on this lot, what am I going to do? Because I won't be able to sell them, which means whatever cars I have here, that's all I'll have. I can't buy anymore, and I can't sell them. It would put me out of business. It would absolutely put me out of business. There'd be nothing I could do. So what makes more sense? Sell them all now. Let's take all the money, put it in the bank. Even though I am losing $20,000-ish selling these cars, we can put that cash into the bank. At least we have the money, right? We have the money. Because worst case scenario, I can go get a license in another state. Worst case scenario, I can buy cars in another state, and I can take them up and sell them in another state. And I'm not going to talk about what state or anything, but we don't have to do business here in Oklahoma. All right, there are ways around all of this if it comes down to it. But I cannot do anything if I've got a yard full of cars here that are in my dealership's name, and I no longer have a license to sell them, and I can't buy anything else either. It's a bad deal. Plus, being the end of the year, I needed to sell all these cars, take the loss, so I can write it off on the taxes next year. Now, I'm sure for a lot of people, they probably still don't understand any of this. It doesn't make sense. And believe me, some of it doesn't make sense to me either. All I know is whatever's going on, I have to protect myself, and that's what I'm doing, because the future of this channel depends on me making good decisions. And obviously, I made some bad ones. I made some mistakes here, and it's going to cost me big. So we cannot afford to screw up anymore. So I sold everything, and I did buy a few more things, because we got to have a few cars on the channel. These are going to be some fresh cars, fresh inventory to give us some fresh videos, and I can handle those if things go south. I can deal with that and figure it out on my own. But having 20 cars that I got to figure it out on, that's not going to happen, guys. I can't sit on top of 20 cars and try to unload them when if I lose my license, if I don't have that license by January 1st. You know, I keep being told I'm going to hear something, and I just don't hear anything. But you have to remember, this is a government agency, and they tend to run slow, okay? It's not on my time, it's not on your time, it's on their time. And I'm hoping that everything is still going through, and we're going to make this work. Because if not, it means some pretty big changes on the channel sometime next year. Like, if we don't get this done, there are going to be some drastic changes, and I haven't completely figured out how all that's going to work yet. But it will involve just selling in another state. That's really what it comes down to. I can buy in Oklahoma. There's nothing that says I can't buy cars here. But when it comes to selling them, and here's the beautiful thing, I have 47, take away Oklahoma. I have 47 other states that I could sell cars through. Like, literally, I can go to any state and take a car and sell it there. And I can't get in any trouble. No trouble. It's not illegal for me to say. And you know, if you take a car here, take a car there, take a car there, take a car here, you know, you move around. There's really nothing anybody can do about it. So maybe that's what it's going to come down to. Maybe it's going to come down to opening up a whole nother dealership somewhere else. Maybe it's going to come down to actually packing up and moving. I don't know. I don't really want to think about it because I'm at home here. This is where I was born. This is where I was raised. And this is also where I raised a lot of hell back in the day. So I'm trying, all right? I'm really trying to work with the state here because I don't have to be here. I don't have to own all my properties here. I don't have to pay all my taxes here. I can do that somewhere else. But before we get out of here, I want to give a shout out to CherokeeAutoGroup.com. They got a number there. They sent me a letter, which I thought was real sweet. They gave me a hat, too. You guys know I love my hats. You know I love my shirts. And if it fits me, I'll wear it. I'm working on losing some weight. This might motivate me to lose a little more weight. But anyway, it said, Randy, thank you for your plugs on your channel. We love hearing our name, David and Jill. Shout out to David and Jill from Cherokee Auto Group. They've bought a lot of cars from me. And if you're interested in any of them, like the little Miata, that special edition Miata, that one I think they've got done and for sale now. And then also, they just got my 86 Olds Vista Cruiser, or Custom. The Oldsmobile Custom Cruiser wagon. That one went to them as well. These are great people. Like honest to God, they're not paying me. And Noah's shirt is not going to get me to say that, you know, you're great people. These are just honestly good people. And Mark Bear in Australia, he actually bought a car from them. And he said the same thing. Great people. They stand by what they sell. You're not going to go wrong buying a car from these guys right here. Go check them out. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to get out of here. Just a short update video on everything that's going on. If you enjoyed the content, hit the thumbs up button. Be sure to drop your comments below and tell me whether you think we should continue on the Lexus, dump more money into it, or if you think I should just send it down the road. I want to send it down the road. That car has just got me so pissed off. But I'm gonna follow what you guys say. So if you've ever wanted to leave a comment, if you ever wanted to have a decision on something we're doing on the channel, this is it right now. This is your chance to tell me what to do. Fix it, or try to fix it, or just send it down the road and focus on other cars. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.